Hi there, this is called Another Sack on e6 and it's in the Caro Kann defense. White opens e4, c6 the Caro Kann, d4, d5, knight c3 defending e4, and black captures on e4, knight takes on e4. Bishop f5 hits the knight, which drops back to g3. This is all mainline theory, and the bishop retreats to g6. h4, and that pawn wants to head on to h5, so h6 provides a flight square for the bishop on h7. Knight f3 is met here by knight d7. Perhaps white here should continue with a5. Bishop d3 allows that bishop on g6, which is getting harassed anyway, to simply trade. So bishop takes on d3, queen takes on d3. Black develops knight f6 and bishop d2. After e6 and long castles, this position has been reached hundreds of times. I see that queen c7 here was played by Henkin, who used to play for my club, and by Tukmakov, and the move bishop e7 was played by Kazimzanov and by Rodstein. But here we're looking at a third line, slightly inferior, c5 by black. Well, white ignores that. Black presumably wants to open up the c file for the rook to get some action. White plays rook e1, that's logical. The rooks are commanding a lot of power along those central files. And c takes d5, this is the final mistake. Black could have continued on with bishop e7, where white I think is still slightly better. But c takes on d4, and here white is clearly winning. There's two winning lines. We'll look at the lesser one first. The one that actually appears in the trap was knight takes on d4, which gives white a winning advantage, but it's far inferior to rook takes on e6. After knight takes on d4, we see bishop e7, and now rook takes e6, the sack, because if f takes e6, queen g6 is check. And after king f8, knight takes on e6, forces the king to g8, and queen takes on g7 is mate. But going back, and rather than knight takes on d4, far better is rook takes on e6 immediately. That's check. Now if bishop e7, then rook takes on e7, queen takes on e7 will be met by rook e1, and that's going to pick up the queen, certainly winning. If king takes on e7, then the queen slides over to a3, and that's disastrous for black. The rook's going to come into play as well. White's rook is going to come to e1, and again white is clearly winning. As we go back, if f takes on e6, then we'll have queen g6 check, king e7, and that's going to be met by bishop b4, and white is annihilating black. So this trap is called Another Sack on e6. It's in the Caro Kann. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.